Hello, it's Dr. Darnise. Welcome back into another episode on my lifestyle channel. Hey, listen, didn't I just say we are not done hearing about Dr. Claudine Gay from Harvard University? In my last video, when I talked about Taraji P. Henson and Monique, right, Viola Davis, and how they were talking about the pay gap that black women experience in Hollywood, and I said something about Claudine Gay too. I said, here's what happens to black women. Here is an example about what happens to black women, how we are disregarded, right? So here in the case of now former Harvard president Claudine Gay, we see a black woman who has been under such intense scrutiny pretty much since she became president of Harvard. Well, we all know the fallout, right? She didn't have the right answer. She didn't say the correct thing about the Israel and Gaza war, may as well call it. And, people called for her resignation then. Harvard said, no, we're going to keep her. Then something else arose about, oh, well, did she plagiarize something in her academic work? Listen, I said in that video, we're not done because the scrutiny is on her. And we know as black women, especially if you're a black woman working in corporate America, if you are high achieving, high performing, if you have a job among the upper echelon, the scrutiny is always on. And this is why I do what I do in terms of coaching for black women. And if you're not on my Facebook page, you need to be on that. Coachingforblackwomen.com is the name of that. Coachingforblackwomen.com. You can join the free Facebook group. But again, even on this channel, right? Why do I do this? Why do I say black women deserve more? Because as I posted, so I made this post today. We know the scrutiny is intense and we are allowed not even the whiff of a misstep, right? And that goes for black men and black women. Like, think about Barack and Michelle Obama. They had to be nearly perfect, right? They had to be nearly perfect as humans can be, right? Perfection is impossible yet required, right? When you're a black woman, your Superwoman cape must be impeccable at all times. Your strong black woman game must never rest. So alas, I bring you coachingforblackwomen.com because we have to take that strong black woman cape off. It's exhausting. It drains us. Institutions will use us up and throw us away. We will become collateral damage. When anything happens in the institution's going to save itself. Out you go. Now, we know that there's been some conservative pushback, of course, against this black woman being nominated initially, right, and then named as a president of Harvard. We knew the conservatives were not going to be happy about that. Okay, but in their camp, to their hypocritical way of showing out, the leader of their party, who is going to run again for president if he can manage it, y'all know who I'm talking about. How many counts does he have? How many trials is he embroiled in right now? 90 counts? And he is still leading their party. He is a white man who is rich. I guess he's not a billionaire, but he's a rich white man who has, every day we learn something else about him, about how fraudulent he is. He has lost in the civil court about a sexual assault even, right? Like he has, and yet he still holds sway. People still line up to kiss his ring. Okay, so then over here, a black woman who is the president of Harvard, it just offended people so much, right? And like I always say, the United States was not founded with the idea that there would be a free black population, right? It was not founded with the idea there would be a free black population. So we are always under scrutiny. There's always this consideration. Why are you here? How did you get here? You don't belong here. So whenever there is any kind of way of moving us out of that position, then that is what is going to happen. Again, why black women have put on the Superwoman cape, put on the strong black woman persona is knowing this, knowing that you cannot make a mistake. You have to show up with your A game pretty much all the time. All right, so But I'm not, like I've seen people on social media say, you see, black excellence isn't worth it because here we are doing the utmost all the time, right? And it doesn't pay off. Well, I'm not about to, here's why I still stand for black excellence. It's not for them. Black excellence is not me trying to do something for somebody else who already is scrutinizing me, hating on me, questioning me, scrutinizing. No. Black excellence is for me. It is for my ancestors. It is for those who have sacrificed for me to be where I am. This is a picture of my mother in the book I wrote, right, about mother loss, reflections on grief. That is a picture of me when I was, I don't know, a year or two old, and my mother. I do, black excellence is for her, right? She died at 40. She had a lot of excellence that she didn't get to express. So I do it in her name. Oh, black excellence is not about, oh, how are these people going to respond to it? Black excellence is something that I strive for and embody for my people. Anyway, I wanted to come back on and talk about this because, again, this is why I do what I do, right? And you're seeing some videos released here during this month about the Black Woman Summit and Black Woman Success Summit. And so I want you to come and join into this Black Woman Success Summit because we have to support each other. We have to support each other. And I am here, life coach. I've been doing it, as I always say, longer than it's been trendy. I was doing it when people said, "What's that you do? People pay you?" Yes. And so this is a way that I can serve many via this Black Woman Success Summit. And so I am encouraging you to register. It's free. blackwomansuccesssummit.com. I'm going to put the link below, blackwomansuccesssummit.com. And yeah, I know if you're a Black woman listening to this, I know you know what I'm talking about in terms of what is expected of us in the workplace, right? And what is expected of us even in our communities. If you're involved in your church, what all are you expected to do at church? The Black church is pretty much all Black women at this point. Almost all. Black women keep the Black church alive. I mean, there might be a man standing in the pulpit, but if all the Black women got up and walked out, who would be sitting there listening to them? Okay, so we know what is required of us, even though people stay hating, right? Some people just stay hating that we're not doing enough and whatever else. But we don't pay them no mind, okay? We don't pay them no mind. Listen, we just, we got to do for ourselves and each other. Okay, my sister, I am going to wrap it up here. So please do like, share, subscribe. Growing the channel. That's what we can do here for me is like, share, subscribe to other women who you think might benefit. All right, that's it. Bye for now.